Hi, I'm Marilyn Monaghan, and this is day 7 of our journey learning about building leaders internationally. And today I want to talk about growing people. It sounds kind of funny, but actually, when you have a child, you say, "Hey, when you're a grown up," and they say, "Am I grown up? When will I grow? I'm growing. I'm getting bigger." And we do talk about that. And when someone becomes of age or whatever, we call them grown-ups. So I'm talking about growing people, just like a gardener grows plants, and the result is you have this. You start with a seed, and it becomes a little sprout and a plant, and eventually we have some fruit or some flowers or some vegetables, or you could plant a tree and have this huge plant that's wonderful and provides shade. So it depends upon what you're planting and how you care for it, what the results will be. When it comes to people, that's the same thing. And today I want to talk more about the grown-ups who are already grown-ups, okay? Kids, babies, young children, and that's a time where you plant seeds and there's all kinds of nutrients, food, but also character development, all kinds of things that are worked on at that age. And hopefully good things happen and you'll have a strong, healthy person, but you might not, but everybody's a mixture. So when you are a grown-up and you are leading grown-ups, it's kind of an interesting task because none of us are perfect. And here we are, and we're leading. And leaders lead by example of who they are and by what they can do. And it's really good to think about that when you're in a leadership position. I love my leaders down in Haiti because I can see who they are and I can see where they're better placed. I can see the giftings that they have. And so I work with who I've been given and try to enhance who they already are and try to model good behavior and good mindsets and the things that God has placed in me that I've actually learned. And there's a lot of things that I'm not good at yet, but there's a lot of things that I'm a lot better than I used to be when I was younger. So basically, what I wanted to say is that you're coming alongside people. You're being yourself, and you're thinking about what you're saying. You're thinking about what you're doing, and you're being well, I've heard it called operating from truth. It's being congruent with yourself, being yourself, okay? And seeing the other person as a person of value. And that's one thing that I have a high priority of when working with people, especially in Haiti, when you're working with the poor and they don't have that sense of having value, because that's not what they've grown up with. And no, but each person has value, and each person has a design by the creator to be a certain kind of person. He's created us uniquely. So looking at each person and going, who is that person? And little kids, you can see who's a leader. You can see who's artistic. You can see who's athletic. You can see who is outgoing. You can see that. And then as you get a little older, it gets a little harder to see because people adapt in different ways. But even as adults, those things can be seen. And when there are jobs to be done, it's really great to put within an organization to get the right people in the right jobs. And I think about chess players, they're made for different moves, and so if you get them in the right move, you can get that one going to the other side and do great things in chess. Okay, so I have this one guy in Haiti who is just amazing at fixing things. He can rebuild an engine, which he's done for us with our truck. Whatever is broken, he immediately like, oh, that's something cool, I want to do that. And it's like, could be the toilet, it could be the water thing that I don't know what you call the water thing, but he can fix it. And it's anything. And the road, he will fix it. and he thrives on that. And when a couple of years ago, when he needed to be a teacher for a while as like a substitute, and he did his best because he's a great worker. But when I set him free from that to work in a place where he really thrives, it's amazing. So that's what I have to say today, is that you're a mentor when you're a leader, and it's really good to be who you are and to think about what you're saying, doing, and how you're presenting yourself, and looking at people as people of value and finding what their gifts are and trying to encourage those gifts and give them the skills they need so that they can do the things that they were created to do and be who they are created to be. So that's all I have to say tonight, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.